Welcome to the Week 3 edition of The Fifth Down. I'm Travis Kozak.
And I'm Shannon McGrattan. Alcona and Rogers City moved to the North Star League this fall and have had a positive one so far.
That's right. Entering tonight, the Hurons and Tigers each boasted 2-0 records, but after tonight, only one would remain unbeaten. Alcona traveling north to RC tonight for the big NSL showdown. The Hurons start out with the ball, but they don't have it long. On just their second offensive play, Jack Ryan coughs it up and Alcona pounces on it. And then 2 plays later, the Tigers cash in. Alcona's not-so-secret weapon, Nathan Fettis, sheds a few tackles and then takes off down the sideline. That's his first of 2 scores on the night, and Alcona takes the early 8-0 lead. Later in the first, RC inside its own 1 after an Alcona fumble, but the Hurons get some breathing room in a hurry. Chris Lopez hooking up with Cole Henry on the rollout, but once again, a turnover ends the Hurons' drive. RC puts it on the ground on the pitch play. Alcona recovers, and the Tigers offense goes back to work. Fettis powering his way through the middle. He's a beast. That's inside the 5. Alcona gets backed up on a penalty, but that doesn't keep the Tigers out of the end zone. Cody Franklin goes to the air and finds Garrett Norling wide open for 6. Rogers City pulled within 4 in the second half, but Alcona holds off the Hurons 30-12.
The Oscoda Owls hosting the Hale Eagles in a back-and-forth running game. Oscoda's punt going over the head of Jacob Pike, resulting in a turnover for the Owls early on. 4 minutes left in the first. Cody Pintar trying a rugby punt but getting denied. Levi Sanders diving face first for the touchdown, giving the Eagles a 6-0 lead. Second quarter, the Eagles turning the ball over now. Kelby Kervak fumbling as he goes to the ground, and Pintar getting the recover. In the second half, the Owls getting on the board, but it's Hale who walks away with the win tonight, taking down Oscoda 12-8.
In other North Star League action tonight, Hillman traveled to Au Gres and improved to 2-1 on the season with the 48-8 win over the Wolverines. Kenny Colcan had a big night on the ground for the Tigers, rushing for 216 yards and 3 scores in the win. Whittemore Prescott also picked up a big win tonight, rolling over Pinconning at home 60-8. Jens Gillings combined for over 270 all-purpose yards and 6 scores for the Cardinals.
At Ogama Heights, Alpena lost its second game in a row, 32-7. Tyler Pintar connected with Josh Bell for the only Wildcat score of the game. And in Ski Valley action, Joburg wasn't able to protect its home turf tonight, falling to Mansalona 28-6. Nick May had the lone Cardinal score in the loss.
And the Tawas Braves were not in action tonight, but instead they will travel south to Ann Arbor tomorrow for their Week 3 contest. The Braves visit Father Gabriel Richard High School Saturday afternoon at 1. The Mile Thunderbolts 2013 campaign got off to a rough start, losing big at home to Whittemore Prescott.
That's right, but Week 2 was much kinder to the Bolts, who had an excellent game through the air and a home win over Tawas. Maya hoping to carry that momentum on the road tonight, visiting 0-2 Atlanta in NSL action. Early in the first, Josh Barrett running 18 yards. First down, Atlanta. A little later, you can't see him, but Seth Teets completing his pass to Jacob Chambers for the touchdown, and early 8-0 Huskies lead. 30 seconds left in the first. The Thunderbolts now doing work. Bradley Rhodes passing all the way down the field to Seth Tommy. We are tied at 8 after 1. Second quarter, Teets not having the best of luck, passing right to Tommy, who runs in for his second TD of the game. Bolts extending their lead 22-8. But Dietz comes back with a perfect pass to Chambers, bringing the Huskies up close and personal to the goal line, making the next play easy as pie for Kyle Klein, who completes the touchdown pass. But that wouldn't be enough for the Huskies tonight as they lose their 3rd game of the season, falling 49-30 to Mayo.
In 8-man football, Posen hosting Superior Central tonight. The Vikings already up 35-0 early in the second quarter, and they just keep rolling. Travis Sharp goes right up the gut for the big first down. Superior Central's defense tightens up a bit after that. A swarm of Cougars swallow up Nick Hinska, forcing a 4th and long, but the Vikes are not to be denied. On 4th down, Brandon Dietz makes a bunch of Cougars miss on the QB keeper. That's good enough for the first. Then 2 plays later, Hinska finishes things off with authority, running over 2 defenders on his way into the end zone for one of his 4 touchdowns on the night, 42-zip Posen. The Vikings get the ball back one more time before the half with just 5 seconds to go, and they make the most of those 5 seconds. Travis Sharp throws a perfect ball to Chase Lewandowski on the reverse pass. That gives the Vikings a 49-0 halftime lead as they cruise to the big win over Superior Central. Over in the Ski Valley, Onaway still looking for its first win of the year, traveling to Forest area. We picked this one up in the third. Onaway down 1, but they're on the move. Matt Tellini can't find anyone downfield, so he does it all by himself, taking it up the sideline for the big Cardinals first down. Later, Cardinals trying to convert a 4th down, but the Warriors defense steps up, stuffing the QB draw for the turnover on downs, and that would be costly for Onaway. Ensuing Forest area drive, Dion Burke punches it in from 11 yards out. Onaway drops a close one on the road, falling to Forest area 26-18.